What's going on YouTube? This is LA Prepper. We're going to do I don't know if this is going to be quick. We're going to try to keep it under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes VR to Huples Cat, who left a very long comment, and I love long, thoughtful comments, on my video 10 crafts or skills that you could use or barter with during shit hits the fan. So, and kind of maybe resources as part of that list too. So here is his list. Black walnuts, okay, amaranth, grainer flour, chimney sweeping, that was a joke, but people will be using their chimneys a lot during shit hits the fan, so not as silly of an idea as you think, actually. Not as silly as you think. Plus, if he has a bunch of those masks saved up, basic healthcare with occasional operation and dentistry. Dental work post society will be fun. Yeah, fun times. K1 through 20 education. You know, that's a very interesting thing that probably a lot of preppers don't think about. Everyone's always thinking about, like, oh, I gotta protect myself from bears and marauders and zombies and starving. But you don't necessarily think about, well, how am I gonna teach my kids? Or maybe how is society gonna teach their kids? Maybe you thought about your kids, but how is society gonna teach their kids to run the planet, to take care of the world? Are you going to give up? Are we, what happens? What happens if shit hits the fan in 2018 and, for better or worse, most of us are still around, at least initially. Yeah, we're all hungry and stuff, and who knows how many are going to survive having issues with food, but for better or worse, society needs to go on, or at least we may as well try until we're all dead, right? At least that's how I feel about it. So school, right? Is it worth teaching kids about art and history and language and engineering and math and science and physics and chemistry and on and on and on when society collapses or goes crazy? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, it is. I think it's of vital importance. Humankind has invested so much blood, sweat, and tears into what we've learned that it would be such a crying shame to lose it all. It would, right? So, anyways, education, basic midwifery. Yeah, childbirth is even in difficult in difficult areas in the world right now, can be, cause of death in not insignificant numbers. Yeah, so nursing, midwifery, dentistry, training, Tinder bundles. And he's saying he doesn't think he'd be a good seller, but I'm pretty sure. And he was talking about maybe there's not a lot of people in this area because he lives in the boons or something that would need what he's got as far as, firewood, but there's, logistics are not going to stop. You would find either like a highway or a river, or like a river that goes downstream to a more urban area would be a great way to transport firewood, right? Because it's already flowing downstream. Presuming that was the direction you wanted to go. I don't know, build a raft, put all your firewood on it, send somebody down to go, send your employee, whatever, down to transport the firewood downstream. Employee comes back with, excuse me, your payment, and you're all good, right? So firewood, maybe not locally, but if you could figure out how to ship it to who needs it. Plays, yeah, entertainment. People will want entertainment and shit hits the fan. Definitely. I don't know if people in Venezuela that are killing dogs and stuff for their meal are like looking to go see the next good play necessarily, but there will be a desire for entertainment. Absolutely. Music, songs, ballads, yeah. especially if you have any interest in like teaching music or teaching singing and things like that to other people. Vegan foods and treats. Hmm. I mean, food in general, but certainly vegan stuff too. I don't know if vegans are gonna make it through the apocalypse in better or worse numbers than non-vegans, but they will certainly be around before and after, and will presumably still want, and cruelty-free and animal-free products. So I think that's absolutely a viable skill or resource. Dog training, dog care. Yeah, that's an interesting one too. Question is like, where are you going that you don't want your dog protecting your stuff? Like, are you going on vacation? Are you. I can see the dog training. I guess I'm having a little more trouble seeing the dog care. Unless you were like going scouting. Maybe you wanted to scout for some stuff and you couldn't take care of your dog for a couple weeks. But I would think you'd want to take the dog with you, unless your dog is. Like, maybe you have a good guard dog, but the dog's not good when you're on the road because it barks too much and it'd give your position away. I don't know. Really interesting dog care during shit hits the fan. Nursing care and training, yeah, medical, anything medical, highly, highly valued during shit hits the fan. Psychological care, therapy, yeah, really good one. Huples, really good point. Absolutely, people are going to be stressed out. Going to be a lot of trauma. Um, yes, 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 yes. Trauma is something, emotional trauma, spiritual trauma, non-physical trauma is something that our society does not. We treat it a little more seriously now than we used to, which is good. But I don't know if we still give it as much credence as far as its importance as health as it could. Okay, so you're talking about getting chickens, eggs, cool, cool. Quick question, Hooples, are you already living on your quote unquote bug out land or homestead land? You're kind of I don't know if you've done a lot of videos of your backyard. Maybe I just haven't seen them, but let me know. Forgive me if it's obvious by looking at your channel real quick. Then forgive me. I'll look at your channel real quick and see if I can figure it out. But talking about growing product to an industrial product to make industrial stuff out of. Yeah. Being able to produce things that you can produce other things out of, I think, is cool. As long as you're conforming with your, local, national, federal, county guidelines, laws, and such. Weather forecasting, that was a really interesting one. Um, I don't know how much information, if you just had a few barometers and I don't know how much, I don't know much about forecasting the weather, but that's a really interesting one. We have a lot of water and trees, but no one in the area will need it. Yeah, so for someone, forgive me, I'm getting a little chilly in here. For someone like Hooples, he has his resources, but he's not in a very dense area. So one of his biggest challenges in shit hits the fan as far as commerce is going to be logistics. How is he going to? Excuse me. Whew. I slept well. Sorry. I'm gonna eat a bigger breakfast. So one of Hoople's biggest goals might be logistics. How is he going to get what he has to sell to the community, whether it's firewood, whether it's water, both of which are heavy as hell. Now, the entertainment stuff, yeah, if he was going to be like in a traveling show, he would still need props and a stage, and that would probably be heavier than the water or the firewood to begin with. Unless he had people come out to his place to view the show, but he probably wouldn't want all these random people at his property. So, yeah, so very interesting stuff. Security, working desk jobs for too long. Yeah, I hear that. I mean, I've put in less than 10 years at desk jobs, but I'm sure I have another 15 or 20 in my future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I would love to try to engineer my life so to speak, to where I'm not at a desk all the time, but sometimes desk jobs are convenient ways of making money. We'll see. In news, talking about news sheet, I think he means like, like a daily or weekly bulletin, printed bulletin, news update for the community. Very cool stuff, very viable ideas. Thank you, Huples, for the comment. Thank you for my other peoples that have been responding. Quick shout out to Jeremiah Lawrence, Steve Foco. Zipline, what is he talking about? Zipline. Oh no! Huples has another super long comment. Oh, Huples! You're killing me. How long is this video? Okay, this video is 10 minutes. We're going to do another video response to his next comment. Until next time, like, comment, subscribe, check out Huples Prepping, and keep at it.